Dr. Pepper. Watch out indeed. Watch out indeed. Watch out indeed. Watch out indeed. A little heavy-handed on the lemon. Oh, that's fine. It's good for you. Then of course,
16-month sub to Abby. Feels like just yesterday I subbed to watch Spice World with all y'all.
Dr. Pepper. A cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. A cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. What are my four kings of music? Oh, fascinating. St. Vincent, Bjork, Dolly Parton, and the Spice Girls. What are my four kings of music? Done. Easy. Or St. Vincent, Bjork, Dolly Parton, and the Spice Girls. Watch out indeed. 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 Watch out. A cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. A cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. A cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. I know, I'm telling you, it's big hair day today. It's big hair day today. Then, of course, a cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. A cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. My 7-Eleven does sell loose cans, and it's the best. A cold and bubbly. Watch out indeed. 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 Watch out.
2 years? What is time? YBBAAA, this is fine.
Hello, gamers. Jordan, thank you for the 24 months, 2 years. Wow. Lord Kittenmutt, thank you for the 16 months. I don't know if you can hear my coffee machine in the background. Anyway, oh, Dr. Pepper and Dr. P. That's nice. Sorry, I'm just looking at people's emotes. Sister Wendy, I'm excited. Anyway, I'll see you all very soon. See you soon.
Shout out to Sister Wendy's nut and bolt person in Steamy Room.
Hello, Unused Cow. Thank you for subscribing. 15 months. Yeah. Shout out to Sister Wendy's nuts. Well said. Well said. Okay, yes. All right, shall we? Hold on, let me show my face. Ooh, my back. Ooh, I hurt my back. Okay, ready? And boop. No! Oh, I know why. Hold on. I know why. 1 second. 1 second, everybody. Gotta activate my camera. Yay! I'm in. I'm in. What's up, gamers? What's up, gamers? I'm in. Anyway, excuse me. How are we all doing? Happy Monday. Weekend's over. We're back. We're back. Ooh, we're talking to La Puz. Can I remind you of the puzzle brands I mentioned the other day? Yes, I can. I need to send these to Dan, too. After the stream, I'm going to tweet it out. Okay. My favorite puzzle brand right now is La Puz. They are like a small business owned by a handful of people, from what I understand. Their puzzles are really good quality. They have really nice, thick, big pieces. They're graphic. They're fun. The art is amazing. The boxes, the packaging from like toe to tip, they are really fun puzzles and they're really well made. So I love La Puz. I think they are a real crowd pleaser. And then my second puzzle brand, I would say if you're a gamer, the OP games have really affordable puzzles and they are well made, the ones I've done, and they also have a lot of like pop culture references, so I feel like that might be the vibe for like Twitch stream people. I think that they are very good for that kind of thing. I have one that has like Mario Kart on it, and then I also did one that they had was just like 80s stamps, but it was like arranged in a really fun way. It was really fun to put together. Not as like aesthetic, I think, as some of the other brands, but very fun, very good puzzles and good quality from what I've done with them. And then finally, I will say piecework puzzles, really high quality, really nice art, very challenging puzzles. They're much harder and the pieces are small and usually you're like, I don't know what this is, and then you figure it out. Versus like a piecework where you see the piece and it's big and you're like, I know exactly what that is for the most part. Anyway, so that's my recommendation. La Puz, great puzzles, all around fun, great. 2, I think the OP Games has a lot of options, affordable, good puzzles, and then also really good if you like pop culture stuff. And then piecework puzzles, I think, are high quality, high end. You're gonna look like cool if you have a piecework puzzle. Yeah. What do I do with the puzzles I finish? I crumple them up and I put them back in the box. And then I go like, I'll do this again later. And I'm sure eventually later I will. I have not tried Pin 2. I don't know what Pin 2 is. I'm going to look into it. Pin 2. Pin 2 puzzles. No. Oh, you know what? Ooh, I'm so excited. I mean, I feel... So 4 Point Puzzles closed their shop. They had like a huge sale. So, I'm excited. Hold on. I think they're supposed to come today. My puzzles are gonna come today. Yes, I just realized that. Hold on. I'm looking at my tracking number. Oh, I'm excited. Ooh, oh, they're gonna come tomorrow. They used to say today, although I don't know if that's actually true. It says that the label is created and they're on their way, but they are not out for delivery and they're coming tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, that's fine. They're coming soon. Ooh, sorry. Reopening that tab. Woo. All right. Cool. Okay, sorry. I'm just checking up on stuff. I'm at Pin 2. Is this... I assume these are... Is this a Japanese website? Oh, I see these puzzles. Oh, you can do a puzzle that's like a jar. Wow, a puzzle that's shaped like sodas. Well, that's fun. It's all in Japanese, though, so I'm having a hard time navigating this website. I will look into this later. Anyway, 4 Point Puzzles. Seinfeld AI got banned. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Sounds weird. What? Very into Windows jigsaw puzzles lately, which is just doing puzzles on a computer screen. Oh, nice. I believe we have a puzzle dev in the chat sometimes. I always know them when their name shows up, but I'm forgetting it now because it is just like a real normal person's name. They made a puzzle that's free on, I'm just pulling it up on my Steam. Jigsaw Puzzle Dreams. It's a free puzzle game. If anyone wants to try that. It's there. But anyway. Some kind of notification. Yeah. I'm a little quieter. Huh. Okay. Well, there was a notification. Weird that it would have made me quieter. But you know what? Say lovey. I'll yell louder. Anyway, good morning / afternoon, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Oh no. Splodgy, that sucks. Oh god, that sucks. Well, good they got banned, you know? I mean, if that's what's gonna happen. Tiny, regular, flat one was very fun. Cool. Alright. Anyway, I have an iced coffee today. I'm almost out of my Nespresso pods. I need to order more. Yum, yum, yum. That's good. I got the ratio of coffee to milk just right. Sick mug, thanks. I just made it. I made it, I mean, a while ago. Does Tater help or hinder the puzzle process? You know, he's nice company when I do a puzzle at my, like, I have like a bench in my kitchen that I do my puzzles at. But sometimes I'll move it and do it on my bed or on the floor, and he's a little bit of a menace then. I also have a bowl full of berries that I got at the farmer's market this weekend. I'm going to eat my berries. I will say, okay, everybody, you can only enable me on this one. I took a shower, thank God, and then I forgot that they were shutting my water off today to do some maintenance. So when I went to wash the berries, I couldn't. We're just gonna go for it. Ooh, those are good berries. Oh my god, hell yeah, dude. I will say, not at this berry station. The berries were watched much better. But I was at the farmer's market, and then there was like a thing full of like cherry tomatoes. And these 2 little kids ran up, picked them up, and just started like putting their mouth all over the cherry tomatoes. And I was like, all right, I gotta wash my produce pretty well, huh? Oh, whatever. It's all dirt. Anyway, shall we get started? Let me get Sister Wendy going. Okay, pause. Not Sister Wendy. We are now on 8. Pause. And boop. Stop it, Wendy. Shush, shush. I once saw a kid repeatedly look up ketchup bottle at a restaurant and haven't been able to use one since. People, watch your kids. Don't let them just lick shit. Right? I'm like, we don't need to do that. Oh, I would love Sister Wendy emotes. Look. Maybe eventually. Hey, Tater Tot. Hold on. I gotta let Tater Tot come on up.
Oh yeah, that's a good stretcher.
He knows he's gotta pay the kiss tax to come sit on the lap. Oh, this one doesn't have closed captions. Alright, sorry everybody. This one doesn't have the really poorly generated closed captions. Let me turn this down a bit. How's this for ya? Let me know how the levels are. Have I watched Kunk on Earth? No. I feel like I should, but I don't know. Is it all just like irony? I don't like... Okay, I'm gonna pause this. I really don't like the trend of sort of mockumentary, half live, half fake, where some people are in on it and a lot of people aren't. And it's just like, I'm gonna be the most awkward person possible. I don't find that very fun. I don't know. I liked some... Tater Tot, you're hurting me. Like early Nathan Fier I was down for because it felt like Nathan was the butt of the joke most of the time, not always. But like later on I was like, this is too much. Feels like we're just manipulating people. Might not like Kunk then. Okay. I also just don't think it's that funny. It's like, okay, you're putting on a fake awkward thing. I kind of felt that way about that John, like How To with John Wilson or something on HBO. I watched the one about scaffolding and was fascinated by the scaffolding, but so much of it was just like, okay, you're just clearly laughing at people. And I'm not so into that. I don't know. I don't really like that so much. Like really dumb history, not really awkward. Okay, I do like Drunk History, the show Drunk History. Okay, but some people are saying Kunk is 100% that. Yeah, it's not really my deal. I don't love Borat. Well, my thing about Borat, I think the first Borat I haven't seen in a long time was probably doing something. Second Borat I watched, that was the most recent one, right? And I had to stop. I had to put it off. It's also like they set up these situations. All right, I have like real thoughts on this, so buckle up, everybody. They set all these situations. I didn't find How To very endearing. Sorry, now I'm going to go back on How To with John Wilson. I did not find it very endearing. Like, there are so many parts where it was like, he's literally just making fun of some dude. And I was like, not here for it. But anyway, so like with the Borat 2, I had to turn it off because there are all these situations where it's like, okay, we're going to a bakery and we're going to make them put something like anti-Semitic on a cake. But like, you have to realize most people are not trained for the camera. Most people are very uncomfortable in front of a camera, and most people are very polite under pretty much every circumstance, even if somebody else is doing something insane. So I think it's incredibly hard, especially if you're a small business, to be like, hey, this is not something I'm willing to do. But even harder, like so much harder, if you are on camera and like a lower status of power in that situation, which is what's going on. Thank you, Stender. But do you know what I mean? Like, do you get what the vibe I'm saying? It's like, I think it is like setting up like, look at these rubes, where it's like, no, you're putting them in an environment where it's hard for them to like push back for a number of reasons. That doesn't necessarily excuse it, whatever. But I don't know. I'm just like not here for that kind of thing where it's like, you're setting people up to fail and then going, haha, look at how stupid they are. Not here for that. Not here for that. My wife, we're okay with. I'm okay if they're making fun of, like, I think that's why Nathan For You sometimes works for me, because I think it's making fun of Nathan. But I don't know. Not always, even on that one. Anyway, I will say with stuff like that, they're usually trying something new. I mean, at this point, it sort of feels like everybody's trying the same kind of new thing, which I do appreciate, is what I'll say. What I'll say. But anyway, I really did not find... I found How To with John Wilson really not, like, kind humor at all. And I'm not saying I need kind humor, but I'm saying, like, they were fully laughing at people in a lot of ways. So, okay. Anyway, yes, it's testing people's patience with absurdity, which I'm more okay with. It's still a little too, like, prank show, but it's, like, not as much, like, we're gonna set people up to look like idiots. Anyway. Maybe I'll try Philharmonia Kunk. Everyone's talking about it. And she talks about art, which I love, but also I'm like, but I want just like a real documentary about art. Anyway, here we go. Wendy. That's why Jackass is so pure. They just hurt their balls. Honestly, sure.
Everyone loves the Impressionists. We're familiar with them. We understand them.
How are the levels?
What we forget is that they're a watershed, and forever after, the story of painting is different.
Pretty good. Oh, should we do a prediction to see if she's going to call anyone ugly in this episode? I think that'd be pretty fun. We'll do a quick prediction to see if she's going to call anyone ugly. I'm excited for Impressionism. We're also starting to get pretty modern, which is fun. Like, we're starting to see, like, modern buildings. Anyway, I'm going to get that prediction going, but we're going to start playing it anyway. I'm sure it'll probably happen. Okay.
When Impressionism began, it caused something of an art revolution in Paris. But unlike political uprisings, this revolution was started accidentally by a man who simply wanted to paint the world around him as he saw it. Edouard Manet was an elegant, upper-class gentleman. He didn't mean to cause offense, but his paintings had a raw power, which in an over-civilized age seemed shocking.
I love when they put Manet and Monet in the same room in
This was the
museums to really
painting
confuse
that
people.
scandalized Paris. Shock, horror, hysterical cries. And in a way, you can understand why they hated it. Because what Manet has painted is a modern woman, a prostitute. Here she is, a sight many viewers of this picture had seen when they went to visit their own mistresses, but of course, this was never mentioned. So hypocrisy was exploded. And she's looking up with great aplomb to apprise the man who's entering, not there for his appraisal. Now, this was all very shocking. Not only a woman daring to look with that measuring glance at a male, but a fallen woman. This was simply not on. Now, that, if one has imaginative sympathy, one can understand. But what baffles me is why did they not see how beautiful it was? That trim little body. They called her a puny prostitute. And that firm hand held on her thigh, they compared to a
She's
hippo's
hot, though.
toe.
Why did they like it?
And why can't they see the pathos? I think all summed up in that little kitten you can just see peering there out
oh
of the
my
darkness.
God, what the fuck's up with that
So
cat's
angry,
eyes?
so unaware that it's helpless.
There's
A
another
blow, a
person in
kick,
this painting,
goodbye,
Wendy. Are we going to
kitten.
talk about that?
And that's true of Olympia. She's so in command, she's so self-assured, and she's so vulnerable. Manet saw all this, and I think the Parisians saw it too, but they didn't want to.
It's so wild she didn't talk about the black woman in this one. I mean, I guess it's not, but like, Wendy.
Manet
That's
became
part of the painting.
center, however unwillingly, of a group of young artists who saw exactly what he was doing. They caught fire from him, and they'd become known as the Impressionists.
Is that a picture or painting? It's a painting, right? Looks very.
They started to paint outside. New inventions like portable easels and ready-mixed tubes of paint meant they could abandon their studios for the open air. They wanted to catch the single moment, a snapshot approach.
Ooh, I miss snow. Also, these berries go fucking hard, dude.
Impressionist paintings are all dashes and inspiration, spontaneous but unpolished. Visually, you can see why Monet and Co. were called the Impressionists, because this is an impression with all that squiggly red and that sort of vague brightness above. But technically, It's because Monet used to give long, involved titles to his works. And his friends suggested he make them a bit more snappy. So not wanting to call this View of Le Havre with boats setting out and masts seen in the distance, he called it Impression Sunrise. And then the critics took the ball and ran with it.
That's cool. I never really knew where the origins of this sort of term came from.
But in the end, sheer quality triumphed, and the public began their long and lucrative love
I'm just laughing at the lazy piranha being like, is that the real painting? Why is it on some jank-ass easel? Don't ask
Claude
me.
Monet, the young revolutionary, became rich, famous, and respectable.
Nice cottage.
He bought a house at Giverny, near Paris, but in the country. Planning his garden became a passion almost equal to painting.
Oh, I would love a garden with wildflowers like that.
It was said of Monet that he was only an eye. Ah, said Cézanne, but what an eye. Monet
I thought that was a
really
Monet.
saw. He saw things that people had never seen before. The colour of snow, the colour of shadows, the colour of
Honestly,
water.
beautiful shot. Is this? Are we on Monet or Monet now? We're on Monet, right? Girl, you gotta be clear that we've moved on to a new person.
Capturing every flickering change of light, every fleeting moment.
I also went to Monet's house now.
And this is never more exhilaratingly shown than in his last great series, The Water Lilies.
Okay, yeah, we're on Monet. So I was talking about Monet's eyesight.
I feel disorientated. It's too big. I can't take it in. Which means, of course, I can't control it. And I feel not so much I'm looking at it, is that I'm looking in it. And what are we actually looking at? Well, we know that this is Monet's beloved pond at Giverny, or rather, the surface of the pond. Now, to be honest, he didn't actually sit outside there painting it. He was too old and the canvases were too big. So he built great big sheds and he painted it there, but he didn't really want people to know that. But he didn't cheat, because year after year he'd looked at this surface reflecting the clouds, the sky, the trees, the foliage, the water lilies. It's intensely exhilarating to see it.
I feel like her dress seems a little short.
It's a long, long time since I went swimming. But when I'm here, I feel I'm swimming through the blue brightness, looking up, or floating over the blue beauty, looking down, set free. Oh, and I can understand why people come here, just to stand, silent, being liberated, being set at peace.
Anyway, Monet, his eyesight didn't like start Impressionism, but he like had his eyesight like affected his colors. So he thought he was painting different colors for a long time for his like late Lily paintings. Then he got his eyes corrected, and he's like, "Oh my God, I didn't think this is what I was painting." And he tried to destroy everything, and people were like, "No!"
Beautiful and charming.
That's my understanding. I don't know if it's like a folktale thing or if it's real, but.
Why shouldn't art be light-hearted? I can imagine Renoir asking that question. He paints a world without sadness, where there's nothing dark or sinister.
Wait, who are we talking about? It's Renoir? I wonder if they hired people in old-timey clothes for these, or if they were just people hanging out. Yeah, it's Renoir. I think I realized that painting was so big.
I'm afraid I'm one of those unfortunate people who are not wildly enthusiastic about Renoir. For me, personally, his colours are often too pretty and sweet.
Kind of with her.
However,
like I don't like those like.
I defy.
The other day I went to the Norton Museum. Sorry, we're pausing this to talk about me for a moment. I went to the Norton Simon Museum, is what it's called in Pasadena, and I went with somebody else, and they're like, well, what kind of art do you and don't you like? And I was like, I just don't really love, I love art, I love going to places, even if I don't like it, I don't like it. I just don't love, paintings of ballerinas or whatever. And, so much of that museum is paintings of ballerinas. Anyway.
Anybody not to warm to the luncheon of the boating party. He's collected a group of friends. They've been on the river. They've had a wonderful lunch. Look at that enticing debris in the center.
Yes.
And they're relaxed.
Sure, it's important, but
it's a celebration of enjoyment. Outside, you can see the blur of the sunlit landscape, but he's collected them under an awning to emphasize they're a party. And you can pick up some relationships. This young man is very interested in the girl in front of him, but she's interested in this young man. And he's gazing enamored across at the pretty girl who's looking at her dog. And here we get a hint of something deeper, because that pretty girl was Aileen, whom Renoir loved. And very soon after he'd painted this picture, he proposed to her. And she was only 19, but she had a country girl's wisdom. And though she loved him, she told him to go away and think about it a bit more. And it was 10 years before they actually got married. And this painting shows exactly why she knew he wasn't ready for marriage. It's a painting about bachelor life, no commitments, no responsibilities, able just to enjoy yourself when you wanted. He was a jovial, rather happy-go-lucky man, Renoir, with a great eye for the ladies. And this profoundly appeals to him, the party life. But he also loved Aileen and really wanted to marry her, and he's torn between the two. And it's this tension that makes this, even for me, a Renoir that truly works.
All right, sure. I also find this kind of thing just boring.
Just the world of
I
men.
think it's important. I'm happy to
weren't
learn
just
about
there
it.
To be
Not what I'd
painted.
want to hang on my wall.
Now, for the first time, women artists begin to make their mark.
Here we go. Although I wouldn't say that's the first time, but okay.
This is Bette Morisot, one of the 3 upper-class daughters whose mother decided they should take painting lessons. And believe it or not, the youngest turned out to be one of the great painters of the 19th century.
What?
She didn't paint like a lady at all, but like a savage, like a prisoner in chains, they said.
Okay.
Even for a rich and liberated spinster, life was still decidedly domestic. The artist Mary Cassatt was an expatriate American living in Paris.
Nice. My dream. I should become a painter.
The great Degas knew her and admired her work, but reluctantly. His grumpy comment was, "She paints too well to be a woman."
Okay. Interesting. I love old-timey sexism of you're too good. Okay, here's Degas, the most boring shit in the world.
Degas was deeply
The pretty
contemptuous
paintings
of women,
episode.
which is strange, seeing that he painted them obsessively all his life. And he's best known for his pictures of the ballet dancers at the Paris Opera. And wouldn't you think that it would be the stars that he'd be interested in? Not at all. It was the chorus. He wanted to see behind the scenes. He was one of life's voyeurs.
I love ballet. Okay, I do like that one. I loved going to the Met.
And a
like
perfect
the
example is that
theater.
girl sitting on the piano, scratching her back, which is something we don't do when we're being watched. But there's another side to it. We don't do it, but animals do. And then one remembers with a shock that the Parisian name for these little dancers was the rats.
What?
And you look again, and you see the only fully realized person there is Monsieur Perrault, the male. And isn't he standing there rather like an animal trainer? Not one of these little dancers comes across as a personality. Great body language, yes. He's rarely looked at them. He's seen how tired they are, how bored, how some are showing off to Monsieur Perrault. But he doesn't look with sympathy. He sees just the bodies. And I say to myself, I don't know that I really like you, Degas.
Oh shit, Wendy's.
You have a cold heart, Degas.
Oh fuck yeah. Tear him up.
Look again. Oh, and it's so ravishingly beautiful, the way the light plays over the floorboards and catches on the ribbons. And I'm overwhelmed once again with admiration.
I'm just gonna cancel Degas. Okay, back to Monet. What's this? What are we doing? Who's next? Who's up?
The Impressionists were a watershed. They broke the rules. So every artist after them is really a post-impressionist, well aware that rules are there to be played with. But sometimes this play became a new set of rules, which brings us to the genius of the dot.
Okay. I have no idea who this painter is, so can't wait for Wendy to teach us something.
Georges Seurat invented a new technique of painting. He used tiny dots of colour, and if you want to be technical, it's called pointillism. With intense intellectual rigour and exactly placed points of colour,
I think I've actually
he
seen this in
freezes
person.
a summer
I don't know where it was,
afternoon
though.
by the river.
Yeah, I've seen this. No one.
Seurat's stillness and solidity was the antithesis of Impressionism.
That's a cool one. Colors on that one. I hope she talks about Frida Kahlo. I don't think it'll be in this one.
Seurat
Oh,
was
I hope she talks about
really a
surrealism.
one-off.
Ooh.
Because although quite a lot of
Paintings in
artists
Chicago,
took
yeah,
up
that's where.
his theory of the dot, he was the only one who produced great art from it. The human mind is so mysterious. He was praised for the poetry of his work, and he said very huffily, it's nothing to do with poetry, it's the principles. Now you see, he never realized that psychologically he needed to feel it was all scientific. And that
I
set
love
him
his painting.
free to create the poetry. And you must admit, to make poetry out of a fat lady powdering herself in a rather
We're getting
tarty
there.
boudoir is an achievement indeed. The lady was his mistress, Madeleine Knobloch, wonderful name. And he sees her as a great fertility figure, a goddess. He's rarely looked at her because those absurd sort of breasts on the top of her hair are clearly the latest Parisian fashion, and he's seen where her sunburn stops at the neck, but for
I
the
feel
rest,
like
she's objectified.
she's calling her
She's
ugly.
great shape. And this was his only personal painting. He was a very secretive man. Most of his friends had no idea of Madeleine's existence, and nobody in the world knew she'd borne him a child just before this was
I feel like
painted.
this character,
And you
this
can't
person in
help
the
when you
painting
look
feels
at this
like a
but
character
feeling
from like a John
that
Waters
he
movie.
thought she was funny. He laughed at her, sublimely funny, a kind of goddess-like silliness. And it's a funny picture. It originally contained the nearest he ever got to a public declaration of love. Because in that rather incongruous shrine up there, where there are now flowers, he'd painted himself. And alas, he had second thoughts and painted it out again. It's not perhaps his greatest picture, but because of this tender giggle, it's the one that I love best.
Nice. I also really like this one. Ooh, that was like borderline ugly. Ooh, she gave her a little kiss. Okay, Wendy. All right, we know Wendy's type now. I feel like that was borderline. I feel like I I'd be willing to call that an Uggo moment.
This was
We have
an
a bit left.
exciting
Let's
time to
see.
be alive in Paris. There was a sensation of Mr. Eiffel's Tower, not to mention the exhilarations of the Universal Exhibition. One particular section, Art from the South Seas, entranced the young painter, Paul Gauguin. In the end, he was to abandon his wife and children and sail off to Tahiti in search of paradise.
Okay.
And it's the South Seas Gauguin that captures our imagination.
Ooh, scrolling down. Hello. What are we gonna see? No! Oh.
For me, there's a slight problem with Gauguin. His life is so intertwined with his painting that I'm never quite sure whether I'm really seeing what's there or whether I'm reading in because I know the story. And it's such a wonderful story. A man who leaves everything to flee to the South Seas to paint. And of course, like all great escapes, it turned out to be very different from what he expected. Now, I think his art is based upon that conflict between the dream, the romantic, and the truth, the classical. And it's when he gets both together, those two sides of him, that he becomes a great painter, as I think he is here. It's called Nevermore, which of course is a very romantic title, and makes one think of Edgar Allan Poe, quoth the raven nevermore. And that is the raven, though I must say it looks to me like a sort of mutated puffin. But still, he's looking sinister enough and glowering in, and you don't even notice him at
Love
first.
that little bird.
Because you're completely taken up with this great image spread across the canvas so voluptuously. The golden green girl and all her innocence and beauty. And then you look again. The tension of the body. Look at the way those toes sort of tingle with her nervous anxiety, and her face
Calm down.
with its suspicions and its fears. And you realize here is Gauguin admitting that the dream girl, the golden woman, was a person for herself. So what does nevermore mean? Well, one biographical meaning might mean that he's never again going to put Pahura, who is the model, the teenager with whom he was living, through what he had put her. She just had their baby and it had died.
Ugh.
And part of that grieving, suspicious look might be turned on her lover. And perhaps he's saying to himself, nevermore.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, the baby I'm sure was hard, but maybe that she's like a teenager, it would there seems to be like a lot of other power imbalance. Whatever, Wendy, that's fine. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Who we're gonna call ugly.
Meanwhile, in the brilliant light of the south of France, the myth of the artistic genius was taking startling
here we go.
form. Who hasn't heard of Vincent van Gogh, that tormented
Van Gogh.
Dutchman who cut off part of his ear, who struggled with insanity, and who went on painting with such heroism?
You remember when in elementary school they're like, we're gonna learn about Van Gogh. He cut off part of his ear and sent it to his old girlfriend. And then you go to museums and then you read and you're like, he sent it to a brothel full of sex workers. Anyway.
His one consolation was his faithful brother Theo. With his help, Vincent
Oh,
eventually
sunflowers.
returned to northern France, though there was little time left to him. Whenever Van Gogh came to a new place, and Auvers was the last new place in his life, he would paint it obsessively. Its streets, its gardens, its houses,
They should have been making
Never
maps.
think with the great
Cool one.
impact
In that one.
that this
He has one of like
church
a
at Auvers has.
mailman I love.
Because you see, we think of Van Gogh as a painter, but actually he only painted for the last 10 or so years of his life. He was set upon becoming a minister of the church, and it just didn't work. He was too violent, he was too stubborn, he was too difficult. The church just wouldn't have him. And in the end, I think he turned to painting as another way of service. But he didn't forget. And here you see the church against that dark, sinister blue sky with those ominous streaks in it, almost carved out with paint, squatting there like a monster with the great tower threatening us. And the interesting thing is that there's no door. There's no way into this church. Even the windows are opaque. Now you can say logically, all right, the door is round the other side, but this is what he paints. A church that you can't get into. And this heroic peasant woman is having to go a long way round. And you feel that it's only by the utmost exercise of his will that he's kept this great turbulent image of the church there. It could have exploded, but he's held it in place. And once he's done that, the painting disintegrates into a kind of lava flow of path and greenery with these wild, frenetic strokes. It overflows on us, swallowing us up. But the church stands just. And I think that's what makes us feel such love for Van Gogh.
This is a cool
Even
one.
if we've got the good fortune to have relative mental stability, it's only relative. We could all fragment, as Van Gogh did, but he battled with it. He took his fears and his madness and his anguish, and out of it forced great art.
He's like, we're only one bad trip away from going crazy. You can all snap at any moment.
Shortly after painting the church at Auvers, Van Gogh killed himself in a field near this graveyard where he now lies beside his brother.
Van Gogh is very good. Okay. Because here rests. You know that, because I speak a little French. Alright, what do we got?
Standing here, with no horizon and no sense of hope or future, one can understand why Van Gogh came here to kill himself.
Oh, they made Wendy
He
stand
had
in the mud.
felt his life was such a failure, as an artist, as a person, parasite upon his brother, and you only have to look round to feel the kind of claustrophobic smallness of his world, with his mental illness lowering above him. And even shooting himself was a failure. And in imagination one can follow him dragging himself, bleeding, back to his little room to die, with only his devoted Theo to comfort him in his poverty and his death. Nothing has brought the tragedy of Van Gogh's heroic and miserable life more home to me than the field.
I can't believe they made Wendy go into the field where he killed himself. The real, like, Wendy, walk away! Go back to the pretty paintings of ballerinas! Please, no! Oh shit. The church. Oh shit, she's the heroic peasant. Oh shit, I love that they recreated it.
We meet the three giants of modern art. Cézanne, Picasso, and Matisse.
No, I'm sure it was Wendy's ideas. Alright, great. Okay. Did she call that woman ugly? I'm kind of gonna lead towards she did. She made some pretty judgmental views on her appearance. She did give her a kiss. I do think she likes her. But I'm gonna vote, yeah, she called her ugly. That felt like a Wendy call her ugly. Like, it was pretty... She called out the ugly bird. It was judgy enough. Yeah, she said it without saying it. We can read between the lines on that one. You know? We can read between the lines. Anyway. Look. I like Wendy. I will say it's the fact that we're questioning whether she called someone ugly, I think is enough. You know what I mean? I think that's enough to match the thing of she called someone ugly. Okay, I'm gonna go set up for Legend of Zelda. I will see you in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. She's still wandering around the church to this day. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if y'all have to ask, I'll go. Yeah. Said it was a funny painting, and I feel like it's because she thought the subject was ugly. Anyway, yeah, she must have been funny. Yeah, she kept saying, like, this woman has a great personality. You know what I mean? Alrighty, I will be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Here's some nice music to listen to. Boop. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Anyway, someone asked what the next episode was for Sister Wendy. And I think she said Maltese, one of them. I don't know, moving on in the era. Whatever, I don't know. Sometimes this painting must have been a great listener. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to play Breath of the Wild. Let's hop over now. Boop. Alrighty. So, we were doing the DLC last time we played. Is this quiet? Turn it up a bit. Y'all let me know how that is. Picasso and Matisse. Yeah. So whatever era of music that is. Hello, Krampus. I think we only really have one episode left. I need to figure out, because on the YouTube, I'm going to check real quick. And I'll look together. On this YouTube page, because we are on 8, and there's only 9. And I don't know where to find 10. Let me see. Sister Wendy. Story of painting. Sister Wendy. Painting. Episode 10. Where can I find episode 10? Okay. It's on alexanderstreet.com. It's also a library, Vanderbilt EDU. Sample only. Not the whole thing. No, it seems like the whole... Wait, no, this is a minute long. Is it? Skip ahead? Yeah, it's only a minute. Full access. Oh, need a freaking academic login. Okay. 10, 8 of 10. I need 10 of 10. What about at Simcoe? You watch it on... No? Is it on Disney Plus? Is Sister Wendy on Disney? Honestly, I'd be psyched. I'd rewatch this on my own. Anyway, there was like some... Yeah, she was like in New York City. I really want to watch the 10th episode. View online. I might join the University of Wisconsin-Madison's library. I'll look into this on my own. I want to get the 10th episode for us. I may have to, like, have it fall off the back of a truck, so to speak. But we will get that 10th episode. I promise you all. Promise you all, we will do it. Okay. Alrighty. Jeff Koons is that the guy who, did the, like, urinal? Okay. So, where do we need to go? Also buying stuff? Lord forgives IP infringement. Yes. Oh, balloon animals. 10th that's a compilation of another series she did. It's an hour. Yeah, I saw that on there, but I want the specific. I want to finish this specific series, and then I also want to watch that one. Urinal is Duchamp. Oh, okay. Duchamp. What were we doing? So I'm looking at Zelda. I kind of want to get the Tingle outfit, by the way. I think it'd be fun to have Link running around as Tingle. We have the DLC, so we can do it. But I also want to upgrade. Okay, so we need to go exchange ruins. What is this? We need to beat the first DLC side quest, X Treasure Fairy Clothes. Okay, let me see if I have the side quest. Your treasure? Oh, guard's uniform. That seems fun. Okay. Mask? Being in the forest? Oh. I do want to do this. We should do some of these. Ancient map. Green treasure of... Okay. It should have the X in front of it. I don't know what a fairy would be. Oh, is it this? I bet it's this. I bet that's fairy. Let's try it. See what we got. Okay. Starting here. Why not? If you don't mind, I'm gonna go for it and see what we got. Was it a ton of nudes of himself and his wife? That's... I would love for Wendy... I mean, it's not ever gonna happen, Wendy said, but I would be very curious to have her take on, like, performance art. Like, I want to hear her talk about, what's her face? I don't know, I'm forgetting her name. Or, like, the guy who... When I did Abby Dearest, my web series, I wrote a lot about... I had, like, an art episode, and I had it was Brian David Gilbert was the town artist, and all he did was every piece of art I had him reference was a real piece of art. One was like a guy crawled underneath a stage and just masturbated, and people like walked on this stage in this museum. He's just like whacking off underneath. That's art. That's art. And I'd love to hear Wendy's take on it. I think I'm looking for a chest. I'm gonna change my outfit. Lightning storm. My hat. Then let's... I think that's metal. Metal. Alright, I think we're good. Oh great, this is probably it. Oh. Not really a good time to be out here. Shit, this is gonna be bad. Tangle? Oh. Run, Link! Oh. Okay, we're good. Oh, there's a book here. Okay, first page of this book. Oh. Okay. By Lambda. Okay, in the runes where you're... Is that reunited? Oh, that word. Let's see. Oh, D-Bell, are you still not working? Why? Is that for anybody else? Is my app just busted? Maybe I need to update it. Okay. Anyway. Okay. where we're meeting the soldiers where one can see the Lake of Komolo. Okay. Alright. You're just gonna make me read this whole book. Because at that point, oh, we're just gonna look for a guide. This is annoying. Okay. Alright. Is this it? So this says, partially buried in Exchange Ruins, Castletown Ruins, in Mabe Village Ruins. So, I think this is what I was supposed to read. So, where are Breath of the Wild Exchange Ruins? Where is it? I think we're there. Maybe? Maybe? I hate when they have such a zoomed in picture of it. I'm like, I don't know where this is on the map. How do I get the, like, good shield, too? 'Cause that would be sick. How do you get the Hylian shield? You know? Is there, like, a shield that always, like, comes back? Okay, let's just find Tingle outfit. We're just gonna Google. Tingle outfit location. Polygon.com. How to get the Tingle set. Okay. Great Plateau Tower. I think the outpost. Great Plateau Tower is where? I wish. Okay, we're at the right book, I guess. Great Plateau Tower, the first tower you send in Breath of the Wild. That's probably here then. Hard to say. Where's the fuck is it? The outpost ruins. Okay, so is it this one? Where do we start? Here? Lake Tower? Sanctuary, which makes me think this would be the first tower. Okay, I feel like we are in the outpost ruins. Okay, yeah, so I already did that. I read the book. The green garments of the man is very hidden. Okay. Ruins of the Hyrule Field. Oh, it'll update my log. So should I read through the whole book? Oh no, it looks like it did. Okay. It did update. But it's not showing up on the map. That's stupid. Okay, we're gonna just keep going through. We're gonna go through this whole thing. See if it does anything. Marina Abramovic, yeah. I find her fascinating. Okay. Maybe Mabe Village. Okay, so... Okay, find Tingle's Hood, Exchange Ruins. Just south of Central Tower is Exchange Ruins. The ruins where trade flourished. Okay. The treasure chest marks the EX on the ground, a little sunken in landing. Okay. So I'm gonna find it on the map. I wish they had a zoomed out version as well as the closed-in version. We'll have to see. Okay. Am I just going back now? Okay. So, it did update. So I need... Where is it? I'm like looking at where the map, like the roads are on this map to try to get an idea of where I'm supposed to... Kind of forks. Oh, it's here. Okay. Alrighty. So I need to go there. First things first, that's where we shall head. So I'm gonna take me there. Whew! Okay, first one. We're on our way. Where did QAnon get? Wait, QAnon got really upset with Marina Abramovic? Real? Is she bad? I find her fascinating. Oh yeah, there's the one where she like stared at people. That's a good one. I mean, her I don't know, career is fascinating. Performance art is, yeah, fascinating on a number of levels. Can y'all calm down? to chill the hell out. Okay. Calm down. I might see if we can get the motorcycle too. Please. Okay, running. Don't feel like fighting you. I don't feel like fighting you. Oh my god, you jerk, idiot. Go away. Coward. There we go. Hate you. Freaking guts, but I will take your banana. Okay. Alright, keep your peepers peeled. We're looking for a chest buried in the earth. It would be glowing, I would think. Okay, can you chill? Calm down. Ugh. Okay. Nope. Stop climbing, Link. Okay. It's chaotic. Oh. This feels right. Yes. Single clothes. Woo! Wear them. Oh, hell. Oop. Here. Oh, did I catch this? Oop. Blood drinking? Okay, also, do y'all know where I can turn in these seeds for shit? Who do I go to for that? I would like that. Be worth my time. Doing it anyway. What we got? Okay, sure, that was worth it. Oh, look at your little rock emote. Okay, so Polygon. Where do I go next? Alright, the shirt. Castletown Prison. Okay. This, I think, is here. I really have not explored over here at all. Green one. Can I get rid of this? Go from over here. See how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Oh, the Lost Woods. I have found the Lost Woods. I have the Master Sword. I did a little cheat / exploit to get it very early, and it was 100% worth it. Who hangs out in the Lost Woods? What? Let's go talk to Hetsu? Oh, who's this? How'd you get on this tower? It's the same, very high, of course. If I was a birdman, maybe not. Or why not? Ah! Where'd you come from? You scared me, I think. Something like that. It's like, you, me, have done of this scared. Like, you scared me. And how did you climb up here? What? You could ask me the same question? You have a funny way of responding when you're interrogated. I am a scientist, you see? I study the birdmen. It seems that this zone in Raquel, some specimens? I don't know what this is. We're gonna look up the word recel. Oh, conceals. Recel. Okay. Seems that this area is concealing some specimens. In fact, I was there. Very chill. I don't know, really. Like, it was real chill. When suddenly the sun s'est mis à trembler? like puts to tremble. The sun trembled, maybe? Or is that the soul? I always think soul is sun, but I don't know if it actually is. Is soul earth, maybe? The ground? The floor. Oh, this floor started to like the floor trembled. And this way to Shally on my feet. What? Under my feet. Oh, is it like this tower built up under his feet? That's sûr. Shally? Sprang up under my feet. So this tower sprang up under my feet. There nearly wasn't a way to get down, something like that. I had put it in my me to leave. I was ready to leave. Something. I see here since I've been here for a day. Something. A sash. I don't know if y'all care about this, but I'm gonna keep translating. Sash. Sash. But know that it is in adversity that my potential is like being seen or whatever. You may have done of the sacred. You get it. This place is ideal to study the birdmen. So, like this, you have something climbed like up until here. But imagine that to present, you no longer know how to get down. Yes, I do. I fly, I think is what he's saying. Something like that. What? En volant? What do you say? Like, Birdman? Yeah, I fly, dude. Mm-hmm. Are you serious? For many years I studied the way to permit a Hylian to fly like a birdman. How? You don't really fly. You're something still or less, more or less. You something more or less in the air. Plan? See what plan is. You're gonna see us use our little thing. Plan? To plan? To plan. You're high, more or less, in the air? Really? But it's huge. What? Okay, really calculate these distances that it is possible to run. I know that we fly one day. We'll all fly one day like them. Oh. I know. Do you want to be ready to put an experience with this? Jump off this tower and high also far that you can do it. I think he's saying like fly far. It's not flying high, it's flying with style. Glide? Is that plane? Glide? Yeah. I like figuring this stuff out. I find it's very useful for my French learning. You will be the #1 flyer, I think, of the Operation Birdman. Okay, so like you're the first one. And as like one is never too motivated, maybe? I will compensate you maybe in function of the distance that I cover. Okay. What do you say? Let's do it. Great. Is he gonna give me money for doing this? Okay. So I'm gonna glide real far for you. Wait, here's 20 rubies. Okay, cool. We get a ton of money. Okay. There's something about the wind. Oh, what the fuck, Link? Come on. Going for a dive right away. That is cheap. Okay. So I better get $1 billion. Right? These are pretty good. I'm here for it. Okay, we're gonna go on a little journey. I have a lot of endurance, so I think we'll do okay. Anyway, have you all noticed how much better I've gotten at French? I mean, reading is much easier. I feel like I have a hard time listening on stream, just because I need, like, my full concentration to listen, and I feel like I want to translate, which is hard to do. So I can, like, translate, like, one sentence, and I'm like, oh, shit, I gotta go back. Whereas with reading, I can just take as much time as I need. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think we can do better, and I know exactly how. We're gonna go back to this tower and try again. I know we're on a journey to find this outfit, but I got things to do. Oh, we're close to Sanctuary. Oh. How much money do you think he's gonna give me? I hope it's a lot. I would really love for it to be a lot. Great. Great. Such good flying. Okay. Huh? Okay. Okay, 100, that's it? Yeah, I'll do it again. Do I have to always go that way? That's what I want to know. Where's a better spot? You know what I'm saying? Alright, I'll go that way again. But I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, great. Counting it. Alright, here we go. This music is very similar to some Mario Party music. Right? We all heard that? You know, GB Minecraft stream from back when you started French. And yeah, it's 9 day how far I've come with it. That's awesome! That feels great. Those Minecraft streams were so fun. I loved those. That was like, there wasn't a lot of stuff where like after we were done streaming, I'd be like, I want to keep playing this. And the Minecraft streams were one of the few ones that I was like, I would like to keep going. I am not proficient in other languages. So in high school I took Latin. I did not find very useful. And I really did not do well by the end of me taking Latin. It was like a thing where kind of like my teacher was a little like checked out enough that if you were motivated to learn Latin you could, but I wasn't really, so I just was like, oh, I'm gonna ride by until I couldn't, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm fucked. And then in college I was like, well cool, I'll learn Spanish, and that teacher was even more checked out, and we did jack shit in that class. And I did not learn Spanish. It is a shame. I know. I wish I did learn Spanish. I mean, I'm really enjoying this method of language study, but I do wish I knew Spanish. It helps to know basic stuff for time, but not super useful. Yeah, everyone was like, this is the one to look good for college, and it'll be really useful. And I'm like, I have not found that to be true. I'd be very curious to... I'm okay. I'll see you later. Oop. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that again, though, honestly. I want to find that shrine. But I would be very curious, do like Latin on Duolingo or something, just as I want to keep learning languages. Would be like, is this gonna be useful? Like, is it actually, if you learned Latin and like did well, is it actually useful in learning other languages? That's what I want to know. Because it feels like it's not, but I don't know, maybe it is. But I'm loving learning French. And it also sort of helped with my Spanish. I mean, I don't know any Spanish, but I can like read stuff. Ooh, there's a star there. Kind of in Spanish, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, there's so much French cognates and shit. I can't speak for other languages. Okay. It'd help a bit with that. Very good, run fast. 80% of our language holds root in French. I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of cognates in French and English, for sure. Yeah. And I find, I mean, once you get used to the differences in grammar, I don't find it too confusing. French has like 500 billion, they love their like little additions or whatever you call them. You know what I mean? Like a lot of like, other words. I think we're gonna hit this. Yay! I have an Italian friend who can read a lot of French just by association of languages. Yes. I mean, the thing about Romance languages, from what I understand, again, I've only really studied French, but have seen this when I, like, read shit in Spanish, is like, oh, yeah, there's a lot more cognates, and grammatically it's much more similar. I'm trying to find the shrine. Something weird happening. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. Let me get to the shore. Anyway, so that's my understanding is I think Romance languages share a lot with each other. I think if you learn one Romance language, it's much easier to learn another one. It's also like all languages, sort of. I mean, I don't want to say all languages, but if you understand one language and then you learn another one, and then you go to learn a third, you're going to get cognates likely from both languages, depending on the languages. And then also you have sort of the kind of mind of like how to approach language learning, I think is also a big part of it, probably. Oh, what's up, dude? Gendering words really pointed. Yeah. I mean, gendering words is weird. And I don't know. I mean, I guess it's pointless in the same way that, like, kind of all languages, every grammar rule in language is pointless, but it's just sort of like, this is how they speak. They gotta do it. You know? And we have some of that in English, too. Not in the same way, but if you're like, I am talking about my car and I refer to it as she, you know, or like a boat or whatever. So there's that. Okay, we need to light this on fire. Alrighty. Hindu. Here we go. I also don't really pay that much attention to gendering in when I'm practicing my French, which maybe will come to bite me in the butt later, but I don't think so because I'm sort of trying to learn more intuitively anyway. And it's also like, for the most part, my understanding is that like, you're not really gonna, like, people will understand you if you misgender something. Like, the grammar's gonna be wrong, they would be like, okay, you need to get your French better. But like, if you misgender something, they will understand the noun you're talking about still. And there are just other grammar things that's like, they won't fucking understand you. Unless you, I don't know, do it right. Anyway, sorry, I'm just collecting all this stuff. Because I can. Whee! Nothing? What the heck? What in the heck? Interesting. What do you mean it's just refining patterns in the words? You're talking about gendering stuff? I think there is some pattern in, like, at least in French, and what kind of words get gendered and don't. I've been told if it has like an E at the end, kind of assume it's feminine, but that's not always the case, and there's a lot of exceptions. I think it just sort of becomes intuitive as you learn. Okay. Ugh, another one of these? I hate these things. Alright. Okay, Link. Let's do this. Have you ever used the boomerang and magnet to make a crazy lawnmower weapon? No, that sounds fun. Alright. Can I kill you quickly? I only have one arm. I feel like I should be able to. I'm gonna be chill, right? Fuck off! What the heck? I was jumping! Oh, yeah. It is really satisfying when you get that. Oh, hell yeah. We're fucking this thing up. Okay, good. I love the early ones. Woo! Hard to do if you're catching the air, just stays on the magnet spinning. That's fun. I don't really fuck with the boomerangs in this game. If we see one, I'll grab it. Whee! I do love this outfit. I want to get this little hat going. Can I get an antique heart, I bet? What do we think? Oh, okay. Sure. Field. Why not? Guardy try to kill you with a weapon they're weak to is like if I try to kill someone with a delicious... I want it. That's so good right now. Have I done the trial of the sword? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What's the trial of the sword? Is that a DLC thing or a regular game thing? Curious. Beep, 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 beep. I haven't really had a nice latte for a minute. And it's pretty good. I like these. Okay, let's go back to getting the tingle clothes. What do we say? Anyway, I really love language. And I really never thought I'd be able to do it. Feels good. Watch how far I've come. Just sneeze. Excuse me. DLC thing to power up the Master Sword. Ooh, maybe after we get Tingle's outfit, we can put that on the list. Get started on it tomorrow. Oh, I see everyone's bracing me because I've sneezed. Thank you. Thank you. So these are kind of nice little forests.
Sers-toi de ma rage quand tu veux.
Oh, merci. Hey, I love how intense all the like guardian spirit guys are when they're like, "You're ready to do your thing now." Okay. More weapons. My shit's breaking. Ooh, frame rate's dropping. Do you mind? I want to fight you. Can you knock down some trees for me though? Because that would actually be sick. Oh shit, yeah. That fucked him up. Okay, they don't like being hit with their own weapons, which I like to see. Can you not come back up? Yes. Yeah, Leguio. I don't know if that's actually place the gears correct. I'm guessing probably not. Run, Link! It's breaking. There we go. Does this explosion actually hurt me? I never want to stand near it, but I don't know if it actually matters. Oh shit, he dropped a ton of shit. Nice. Alright. Phew. Yeah, you should play it again. Well, this game's coming out soon. There's gonna be another one. Oh shit, here we go. Is this it? Yes! Tingle close, tingle close. Oof. Let's see if we immediately explode. Oh, it's got a little clock. Oh, yep, there it is. Alright, well, time to go to heaven. Je te protégerai. Je te protégerai. Okay, I do like getting all the little guardian gears and stuff because I do. Oh shit, cool little thing here. Anyway, I do want to. What do they want? Huh. Okay. Any shield fine? Not the right kind of shield. Okay, I'll just find one of those shields. Anyway, I want to get that hat, and I need a billion gears and stuff for that hat. Okay, y'all see any shields around? Shitty shield? I can't believe mine didn't work. Did I not do it right? The only thing stopping me playing is knowing that in a few months I'll be playing the new one! Try again. Did I not? Maybe I just didn't drop it. Come on. The other ones are rusty. I know. Get my peepers peeled. Oop, something metal over there. Bet this is it. So many good games coming in 2023. What else is coming? Is rusty? No, we're taking it either way. Zelda. I think. Oop, oop. Yay! Diablo. Oh, Hogwarts is tomorrow. Oh, you have to buy. Oh, it's like. Dead Space came out. But that was like a recreation of an old game. With Hogwarts, I'm waiting until I can get it used. I'm not gonna buy it new. Because it's a fair compromise. It's where what my morals will allow. I don't judge anyone either way unless they're being annoying about it online. You know what I mean? Okay, well, next outfit. Next outfit is in, let's see, Polygon. Rolling out. Mabe Village Ruins. Oh, it's over here. Back to business. FF16. Oh, Final Fantasy. Starfield. RE4. Oh, well, these are all recreations though, which I guess people are excited about, but I want like a fresh new game. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I like hurt my back this weekend. I'm like trying not to sit like a goblin in this chair, but I'm not very good at it. So I've been trying to sleep on my back since I tend to sleep on my side or on my stomach in these weird ways, and I like don't think they're good for my back. And I've been managing to fall asleep on my back, but I will say, sleeping on my back, I feel so exposed. I'm like, I'm gonna get hurt, like someone's coming for me. I don't know, it's weird. I guess because my tummy's out. But weirdly, I was like, someone's in my house. Me, like, half asleep, getting scared over nothing. That was just a posture check for the entire chat. You're welcome! You're welkies, as Matt likes to say. Can't believe this full Tingle outfit. It's already pretty great. Nice. Yeah, everybody, little posture check. Alright. Woo! Good dodge. Good dodge. Fuck off. Yeah, let's eat the slop. Oh, he's into it. I thought he'd be like, ugh, but he's like, nah, I don't care. Whatever. I just need like one with a cup. Yeah, this is actually fun. So we'll say, come on. I'm annoyed by you, so you can die. Come on. Dead yet? There it goes. Whoop, whoop. Yay! These things are getting easy to kill, but I also think I just have the right weapons for it. Which I'll take! I also like chopping legs up. Sleeping on your back is how the old crone sits on your chest. I know, it's like sleeping on your back just doesn't feel right, but I feel like it's better for me. You know? I will say, I fall asleep often on my tummy or my side, but I'll wake up on my back. So I feel like in the night I like turn over. Yeah, chopping the legs off is so fun. Oh, really? I haven't watched anything of the Hogwarts stuff. Does it not look good? I feel like it either will be, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of itching for a new open world kind of game. I love a character creator, you know. And I do like the world of Harry Potter. Now, Harry Potter is a tough subject to talk about these days. Reasonable, but... I haven't looked at any reviews for it or anything. Kind of bland, unremarkable. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm very curious. That's also why I'm like, I'm in no rush. I'm gonna get it used. When that time comes eventually. Leave me be! Oh my god. Chill, my guy. have any more? Okay, no. Do you have this? No. Walk off! How close to death are you? Very close. Yay! Give me these gears. Gimme. Love the noises it makes as it dies. Whew, okay. I really love breaking these metal boxes. They're very fun. On me. Just a lid on the other one. Satisfied smash. Alright, well, I'll take it. Yeah. Fuck off. Do I hear anything? Yep. What do we got? Nothing in here? Nothing? Oh. Oh, I hear one of those annoying dudes. I hate y'all. Very annoying. I do love how clumsily they fall, though. Like, oh god, oh. This thing. Oh. Field. Spirit Fair got me so sad to the point. I never played that game. People loved it. I feel like maybe I should go back to it at some point. Should I play it on stream and cry for all of you? Oh, this makes me miss summer not in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? I miss, like, summer in the grass. Summer on the East Coast. This is what this feels like to me right now. Ooh, tingle clothes, tingle clothes. No, this is not the tingle chest. It is a chest, and I will take it. Okay, great. You and Abby too. I didn't cry during Pentiment. There was once or twice that I was like, oh shit.
Tu peux utiliser ma prière à tout moment.
Merci. Oh shit, that was cool. Yes, dude. I love this outfit. Look at us. We're Tingle. Oh, the necklace bounces about. That's great. Genuinely into it. Tingy. We've done it. You know, just in time. I think we're going to wrap up there. But I'm way into this Tingle look. Save. And then next time, maybe we'll make our Master Sword a little bit stronger. That'd be pretty cool. I didn't know you could flip the dead ones. That's fun. We'll make our Master Sword stronger. We'll keep going on our journey to make our other power-ups good. But let's see who we should raid. And I'll be back with more Zelda. Let's do Hitman. Or I mean, Nextlander. They're playing Hitman. That's what I want to watch. So I will see you all there. See you there. Let me see if I spell Nextlander right. Hi, Tater. Licking your lips. You just eating, buddy? XT Lander. Yeah. 2 hours, I know. Good stream. I love when we get to watch Sister Wendy. And Tater Tot. Boop. I love you so much. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.